Hi everybody, welcome to this week's whole class read for EYFS and Key Stage 1. In a minute, I'm going to share a different story with you. Can you listen to it every day this week? At the end of the week, maybe you could put on a play, or draw a comic strip, or even a story mountain to tell my story. If you're in Miss Parsons' class, you'll know how to draw a story mountain. Okay. This is one of my favourite books. Let's have a look. It's called How to Hide a Lion at School by Helen Stevens. Iris and her lion went everywhere together. The lion was the town hero because he once rescued the mayor's best candlesticks from some robbers. But there was one place where they couldn't go together, and that was school. Iris's teacher, Miss Holland, said lions were not allowed at school. The lion didn't want to be apart from Iris though, so every day he'd sneak after her. There's Iris, and there's her mummy. Looks like she's got a little brother or a sister. Have you got a little brother or a sister? But no matter where the lion hid, behind the whiteboard, inside the piano, behind the children's coats, Miss Holland always found him. "I've got eyes in the back of my head," she'd say, and she'd send him home. But one day, instead of going straight home, the lion thought he'd have a nice nap in a nice sunny spot outside the school, so he could still hear the children playing in the playground. But his nice sunny spot was actually a bus, and the children weren't going out to play today. They were going on a school trip. Nobody noticed the sleeping lion as they got on the bus. I wonder where they're going on their trip. And the lion was very surprised when he woke up. What was happening? And where was he going? He looks a little bit alarmed, doesn't he? A bit shocked, maybe even a bit frightened. The bus pulled up outside a big building and all of the children trooped out. The lion waited till they'd all gone in, and then he sneaked in after them. Did you spot him? Sneaky lion. He found lots of good places to hide. First, he hid in a clock. Then he hid in an aeroplane. And then he hid in a suit of armour. Where do you think the children have gone on their school trip? What kind of building is this? But then they came to the ancient Egypt room, and that's where Iris spotted him. "Oh no," said Iris. "Miss Holland will see you. We'll have to find you a better place to hide." Luckily, everyone was going to the loo, and that gave Iris an idea. She fetched as many toilet rolls as she could carry and wrapped the lion up like an Egyptian mummy. It was a perfect disguise. Until an old lady walked past with a tickly nose. A tissue!" sneezed the old lady. "A tissue?" thought the lion, and he handed her the end of one of his toilet rolls. "Thank you, how handy," said the old lady. "I just need a little bit more." But as she tugged at the paper, the lion unravelled. "A lion!" screamed the old lady. "He'll eat us all." "He's not that kind of lion," said Iris. But the security guards ordered him out of the museum just the same. Miss Holland looked very cross too. The lion found a hiding place outside and waited till all the children trooped back to the bus. Then he hitched a lift on a lorry behind them. It was very windy and rainy, and the lion had to hold on tight. The wind blew harder. It blew the leaves off the trees. Then it blew the twigs off the branches. And then it blew over... What do you think it's blown over? A whole tree! Crash! The bus screeched to a halt. The whole road was blocked. Uh-oh. Well, this bus isn't going anywhere, said the driver. But how will we get back to school? Said Miss Holland. It was wet and windy and far too far to walk. The lion looked at them anxiously. The children looked very tired and cold. He knew Miss Holland was cross with him, but he had to go and help. So he tiptoed down from the lorry. Not that lion again, said Miss Holland. But he's come to rescue us, said Iris. We just need to climb on his back. They all held on tight, even Miss Holland. Then with one huge leap, the lion jumped right over the fallen tree. Hooray! Then the lion carried them all the way back through the town and back to school. The townspeople clapped and cheered. What a kind lion, said Miss Holland. I always said so. And from that day on, the class never used the school bus again. They always travelled by lion. You're much better than a bus, said Iris. And that's the end of our story for this week. Come back tomorrow and have another listen. Bye!